I've been learning the guitar for 7 months now, and in this video I'm going to be sharing everything I learned in month 7 of learning the guitar. The thing I've been getting wrong this entire time that I didn't know I was getting wrong, my brain just has a mental block. It does not want to know. If you're new to my channel, I've been in a bunch of bands over the years, and I'm starting a brand new music project, but to be able to do that, I'm going to have to learn some new skills. One of those skills is the guitar. For those of you who have been around a while, welcome back, and thank you so much for the 300 subscribers. It really does mean a lot to me. We're growing this thing, we're building this thing. It's great to have you on board, and I can't wait to show you what's in store for you today. So I started this month on level 5 of the Fender Play App. I started with just lazily practicing hammer-ons and pull-offs. And of course what naturally followed was me practicing very lazily trills. I think I finally have a problem about not having an amp, because now that I'm doing hammer-ons, pull-offs and trills, like, you literally can't hear it a lot of the time. And up until this point I've been plugging my guitar into GarageBand to get that amp sound, but I feel like it doesn't sustain the note long enough to make the sound, you know? I don't know whether it's my playing, whether I'm just not pushing down hard enough on the strings, or whether it's just my lack of amp. So I'm just gonna play one of the exercises by Fender Play. Hopefully you can help me out, let me know where I'm going wrong, whether it's me or whether it's just literally a lack of amp, so we'll see. You hear where that long trill is? Like, I'm just like, how do I get that sounding out the entire time? Maybe I just need it to be louder. Now, one of the things that Fender Play is really good at is it teaches you a technique and then it shows you how it is used in the real world, in real songs. And so I learned Rebel Rebel by David Bowie. Bowie? The next thing on my learning pathway was an introduction to learning keys. I'm gonna be honest, my brain saw the word key and it just completely shut off. It was like, nope, we don't like keys. And it's not like I don't have any knowledge of keys. Like, I know what a key is. It's like you transpose things into different keys. Different keys means that you can sing higher or lower depending on your vocal range. Like, keys are a really cool thing. But my brain just has a mental block. It does not want to know. And I think it's going to be a lot better now that I've got piano. More on that in another video, because I'll be able to see how it's all laid out. But right now my brain's like, oh yeah, we don't want to learn about that. And it's a challenge to break through. Luckily for me, it wasn't a deep dive, and it quickly glossed over into being more about scales. Scales and keys kind of sort of go together, and my brain can deal with scales more than it wants to deal with keys. So we're starting there. So it's whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole steps, half step. That is major scale. The scale is the scale of the note that it starts on. If it starts on a G, it would be a G major scale. So I've got that down, so good. It's just a shape. It's just a shape. The cool thing about the guitar though is that the shape does not change no matter where you start. So you could start here Or you can start here. This made me think of a comment I got way back when I'd only been playing guitar for 2 weeks. I got a comment from Chameleon Dream Band.
Rather than it be the C major scale, it's just the major scale, which with knowledge of the fretboard layout, you can transpose to any position and any key. It's true of chords also. Good luck!
Having that advice and pairing it up with the learning that I was doing, it clicked. Something clicked and I was like, yes, that makes so much sense. So thank you so much for that. This entire time I've been learning to play the guitar through the Fender Play app. I found it really useful because it's given me a pathway and a structured approach to learning. They've recently updated their logo and it looks freaking epic if you ask me. And there's so much stuff on there, from techniques to covers to features. Like, there's just a bunch of stuff to help you no matter what your goal with guitar is, whether it's to learn cover songs or to create your own original music like me. The lovely people over at Fender have given me a code so that if you want to get started with learning guitar through the Fender Play app, get 50% off an annual plan and a 2-week free trial so you can try it, and if it's not for you, no harm, no foul. You've got 2 weeks just to give it a go. If that interests you, then click on the link in my description and use the code LEARNTOPLAY50 when you check out to get that incredible deal. The next thing I learned about was natural minor scales, and I didn't know that there were different types of minor scales, and it's thoroughly thrown me. That's a natural minor. Whereas this whole time I thought which I prefer, I like the sound of it more. But I don't know what that is. So if anyone actually knows what kind of minor that is, that would be great for me, because now I don't know what to call that. We're getting somewhere, we're getting less afraid of keys. I then went through specifically learning the G major scale and thoroughly drilling that. I've been really concentrating on incorporating my little finger into the mix because it gets left out, and if it gets left out, it doesn't get stronger. Like, it would be so easy to start on that middle finger, but I start on, you know, your ring finger. Just to make sure that I use my little finger a little bit more, strengthen it up, give it some guns. And then I learnt Tonight I'm Gonna Rock You Tonight by Spinal Tap. I have never heard this song before, so the first thing I did was look at the tablature and kind of work out where the chords were. Then, after looking at the lesson and learning it, there was a backing track directly in the Fender Play app, and I just played along with that. And after all that, I leveled up. I'm now officially at level 6. I've only got level 6 and level 7 to go, and then I will have finished the beginner electric guitar learning pathway, and there's no way I'm not gonna feel like a beginner for a really long time, I think. I look back and I can really see how far I've come, but I'm still so rusty after 7 months, and I think it's just one of those things. You get better the more that you play, you get better the more that you learn, you get better the more comfortable you get with the instrument and the more familiar you get with the instrument. So I'm really excited to see what the next couple of levels are going to bring me and what I'm going to learn in them. I'm also really excited to see where I'll be at a year's time, or even just a month's time, because every month I'm learning something new. I'm so excited to have you along with me on this journey. So if this has been an interesting video to you, and if you're still here, please do give me a thumbs up, subscribe to keep in the know, hit the notification bell if you want to keep up with all my latest updates, and I will see you here next Sunday.